Do you guys remember some of McDonald's best limited time items? You know, the classic McRibs, the Oreo Shamrock McFlurry, Shamrock Shake, the infamous Szechuan sauce, and then finally my personal favorite, the donut sticks. When it comes to limited time items, some of them tend to be overhyped, others are definitely underrated, but there's one item in particular that isn't mentioned as much, and that item that I'm going to be discussing today is the McDonald's chocolate chip Frappe. See, compared to other coffee chains, when it comes to serving chocolate chip frappes or Java chip frappes, such as Starbucks or let's say Human Bean, McDonald's by far has the best chocolate chip frappes. And according to them, the beverage is composed of mocha and caramel frappe with coffee, whipped cream, and the iconic chocolate chips. When I'm talking about chocolate chips, I'm not talking about the miniature ones, you know, the size of like a grain of salt or a grain of sand. No, I'm talking about a really relatively big chunk of chocolate chips that makes you want to keep on sucking. And bear with me here on this analogy, but it's very similar to the California Gold Rush of 1848. You know, you inhale this beverage, right? You drink it, and in your mouth you have the coffee with the chocolate chips. Then you drain the coffee out by swallowing it, and then you're left with the metaphorical gold pieces, or in this case, the chocolate chips. And then you end up chewing it. The experience is very wonderful and lovely, and I wish more people get to experience that, or at the very least they get to have the opportunity to at least try them. So I may have an alleged addiction to this drink. It all started in my early years of high school when I was 14. I was exposed to this drink, and later down the line, I would order 3 chocolate chip frappes within 1 week. And it went as follows. So I would always get one on Wednesday, because back then in high school, they used to have this thing called Late Start Wednesday, which means students were able to go to school all out later than usual. And ever since that day, or ever since that was established, that became my favorite day of the week. And then I would get one on Sunday, because Sunday service munchies that people would get after service. And then finally, I would get another one anytime in the week. Typically, it would be on Friday. What made things even worse was that there was an incentive for me to become a frequent customer. Because back then in the McDonald's app, they used to have a punch card system in their McCafé line. So essentially, if you ordered, I think it was 4 or 5 McCafé drinks, then the last one would be free in any size, mind you. And at one point, I was a proud carrier of 4 punched out cards or tickets. And to put this into perspective, I would have ordered at least 20 chocolate chip frappes gradually in order to achieve these 4. I remember at the time, it was really amazing that I could purchase a chocolate chip frappe for free, any size at any time. It was amazing. I missed that. Now, I want you guys to understand something. My relationship with this drink was not that addictive. I mean, I'm more casual than the women who line up at Starbucks who order their pumpkin spice latte. And compared to them, I definitely had more self-control. And, you know, Now, this frequent consumption of this beverage led to unforeseen consequences. So to keep a long story short, I had lactose intolerance, or I developed lactose intolerance that was triggered by the milk I ate for breakfast. And yeah, I essentially suffered in the college bathroom. And to make matters worse, this all happened on my birthday, no less, which was just ridiculous timing, by the way. And what made things even worse is that around 2019, 2020, I was still in college, they removed the chocolate chip frappe from their menu. And the reason why, I guess I never really got a definitive answer. I heard that it was something about the chocolate chips, you know, getting the blender stuck when they were making them. I don't know, it was some dumb excuse, but yeah, that really soured my mood. There was no other coffee chain in this world, or at the very least in America, that could replicate the perfection of the chocolate chip wrap that McDonald's sold. There was no other substitutes anywhere, so I just had to let go of this relationship that I had with my drink. And it was rough at first, but I managed to live without it. However, in late April, early May of 2025 of this year, there was a TikTok essentially spreading rumors that the chocolate chip wrap was going to make a return to the McDonald's McCafé line. Obviously, I had to investigate it, and I remember pulling up to the drive-thru, and initially they didn't have it, which was unfortunate. Then one day I got off of work and I decided to, check, just out of pure curiosity, right? So I pulled up in the drive-thru, and right there in the menu screen, in the left corner, I saw a familiar and beautiful image. Right there in bold, it said new Hershey's chocolate chip wrap, and I was elated. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, I'm not gonna be ashamed, but when I ordered this for the very first time in like 6 or 7 years, my voice was trembling. I almost teared up, guys. I couldn't believe it was finally back after so long. And I remember taking a sip of the chocolate chip, and it was just nostalgic. Oh my goodness. But it was amazing to be reunited with this historical beverage. Unfortunately, as of August, the chocolate chip wrap is no more. It is now reshelved. Hopefully it will return someday, and in the meantime I will await for its arrival. Hello, my name is Jesus. Okay, since I have you here, let me explain this tomfoolery for you. In the McDonald's app, they have a lot of coupons or discounts that you can apply to your meals or your food. There are ones that exist for the McCafé line, specifically, for the chocolate chip wrap. And the ones that caught my attention are the $1.50 off medium or large McCafé Frappe, the 50% off any size McCafé Frappe, McFlurry, or shake, and the free large frappe you get after obtaining 4,500 points, right? Now, to my utter dismay, they don't honor these coupons or apply these coupons on the chocolate chip wrap. Now, one could argue that the chocolate chip wrap is a limited time item, but even then, that doesn't really make sense because it's still a frappe. It's still within the family, even if it's just stopping by for a visit for like, what, a month? 3 weeks? I don't remember how long the chocolate chip wrap was here for, but yeah, I thought that was really ridiculous. I remember pulling up to the drive-thru and the attendant was like, oh yeah, we can apply these coupons because they only work for the mocha or the caramel frap. And I just remember driving off because that's literally why I came that day, and I was on a budget too, so that really soured my mood. And honestly, that was kind of the inspiration why I made this video. It was really frustrating. Like, come on, McDonald's, you can't even honor it? Really? Give this man a drink. And yeah, that's why the chocolate chip wrap is the underrated item in the McDonald's menu. If you guys have a favorite limited time item from McDonald's, please comment down below. I would like to hear your thoughts about it. Other than that, if you like this type of content, let me know so I can make more. If you don't, I don't care. I'm probably gonna make more anyway. Also, you guys don't know, but I do have a Twitter account and I also do have a TikTok account. Unfortunately, if you don't know, I hate TikTok. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and on TikTok. It's still Hakuin the Edits. I'm gonna put, the links in the description below. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. And until then, happy